King Frederik X and Queen Mary's secret getaway to North Jutland, little-known Danish royal traditions, the impact of this cruise on the monarchy's image, exclusive revelations about the sovereigns' private lives, and an analysis of the political issues behind this royal voyage. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share this video with your friends, and tell us in the comments what you think of this extraordinary royal getaway. Imagine for a moment that you could board the Danish royal yacht and discover the best-kept secrets of the Scandinavian crown. This week, an extraordinary story emerged from the crystal-clear waters of North Jutland, a story that reveals a completely new side of King Frederik X and Queen Mary of Denmark. What you're about to discover in the next few minutes will completely change your perception of the Danish monarchy and reveal surprising details about the private lives of these sovereigns who fascinate all of Europe. On August 15, while the mainstream media were otherwise occupied, the Danish royal couple embarked on a maritime adventure that would mark a turning point in their reign. This cruise to North Jutland was not just a simple vacation getaway, but a journey of discovery deeply rooted in the millennia-old traditions of the Danish crown. For the first time since the coronation of King Frederik X last January, the royal couple has decided to revive an ancestral tradition dating back to the Viking era, a tradition that even the greatest specialists in European royalty were unaware of. The waters of the Skagerrak witnessed moments of rare intimacy between Frederik and Mary. According to the exclusive testimonies we were able to gather, this cruise reveals a completely unknown dimension of their relationship. Unlike carefully orchestrated public appearances, this voyage allowed us to discover a true royal couple, far removed from the rigid protocols of the court. Queen Mary, of Australian origin, publicly expressed for the first time her difficulties adapting to the oldest Danish traditions, revelations that surprised even the most seasoned royal observers. The choice of Northern Jutland for this getaway is by no means insignificant. This wild and unspoiled region of Denmark holds historical secrets that very few know. It was here that ancient Danish kings came to draw their spiritual strength before great battles, and it was here that the most important alliances in Scandinavian history were forged. By choosing these particular waters for their cruise, Frederik X sent a political and symbolic message of considerable significance to the whole of Northern Europe. During this extraordinary voyage, magical moments unfolded away from official cameras. Queen Mary was photographed learning traditional Danish sailing techniques passed down through generations since Denmark's time as ruler of the North Seas. These images, captured by discreet witnesses, show a completely transformed sovereign, freed from the constraints of protocol, discovering with wonder the deep roots of her adopted kingdom. King Frederik X, for his part, took advantage of this cruise to reveal little-known aspects of his personality. A former naval officer, he took command of the royal ship with an expertise that impressed the most experienced crew. But beyond his nautical skills, it was his modern vision of the monarchy that shone through during these days at sea. Private conversations with his wife, partially captured by sensitive microphones, reveal a king determined to revolutionize the image of the Danish crown while respecting its most sacred traditions. This cruise comes at a crucial time for the Danish monarchy. Since the surprise abdication of Queen Margrethe II last December, Frederik X must prove himself and win the hearts of the Danes. Recent polls showed some reservations among the population regarding this new reign, but this trip to Jutland could well change that. Indeed, initial reactions in the Danish media are unanimously positive, hailing a royal couple who are close to the people and respectful of national traditions. The geopolitical analysis of this cruise reveals issues that extend far beyond Danish borders. By sailing in these strategic waters of the Skagerrak, Frederik X is asserting Danish sovereignty over this maritime region, crucial for trade between Scandinavia and the rest of Europe. This demonstration of royal presence has not gone unnoticed by other European monarchies, who see it as a strong signal of Denmark's determination to play a major role in Northern Europe. The logistical details of this cruise also reveal fascinating aspects of modern royal planning. The yacht used, specially fitted out for the occasion, combined cutting-edge technology with traditional Danish elements. The menus served on board consisted exclusively of Jutlandic specialties, prepared by local chefs selected for their expertise in regional culinary traditions. This attention to detail demonstrates the royal couple's desire to deeply anchor themselves in authentic Danish identity. The presence of specialized historians on board this cruise adds an extraordinary academic dimension to this adventure. These experts guided Frederik X and Mary through the region's most significant maritime historical sites, revealing never-before-seen anecdotes about the former Danish rulers who had sailed these same waters. These discreetly filmed moments of learning reveal a royal couple passionate about the history of their kingdom, eager to understand every aspect of their heritage. The international media impact of this cruise exceeded all expectations. European press agencies snapped up exclusive images of this escapade, aware of the considerable interest generated by the new Danish royal couple. This positive media coverage contrasts with the turbulence experienced by other European monarchies, positioning Denmark as a model of royal modernity that respects tradition. The economic impact of this cruise on the Jutland region is already noticeable. The influx of tourists curious to discover the places visited by their sovereigns is generating significant benefits for the local economy. Hotels, restaurants, and tourism providers in the region are experiencing a significant increase in business, demonstrating the positive economic impact of the royal presence. This maritime adventure also highlights the royal couple's environmental concerns. Frederik X and Mary used their cruise to raise public awareness of the ecological challenges of the Nordic seas. Their commitment to protecting the marine environment is part of a broader effort to modernize the monarchy, adapting royal values to the contemporary concerns of Danish society. The diplomatic impact of this cruise is already being felt internationally. Several diplomatic representatives from neighboring countries have expressed their admiration for this royal initiative, seeing it as an opportunity to strengthen ties between Scandinavian nations. This soft diplomacy, led by example and proximity, perfectly illustrates King Frederik X's new approach to international relations. But beyond the political and diplomatic stakes, this cruise above all reveals the touching humanity of a royal couple still learning to assume their new responsibilities. The emotional moments captured during this voyage, the tender gestures exchanged far from protocol, the spontaneous laughter at the beauty of the Jutlandic landscapes, all this paints a portrait of a deeply human and accessible monarchy. Does this escapade to northern Jutland mark the beginning of a quiet revolution in the Danish monarchy, or is it simply a moment of respite before resuming traditional protocol obligations?